Have you ever wondered how some people hand over their entire lives, their money, their relationships, even their freedom to someone else? How even intelligent, educated people get trapped in the web of cults without realizing what is happening to them. Today, we will talk about the dark psychology of cults. These are techniques that control your mind step by step, and the most dangerous part is this: you don't even realize it's happening. So, let's enter this dark journey. First, let's understand what a cult actually is. A cult is a group where there is a charismatic leader who sees themselves as special or divine. Members are isolated from the outside world. There are extreme beliefs and practices. And most importantly, psychological manipulation is used. This is not a simple religious group. It is a systematic mind control system. History shows us cults that have caused mass suicides. Over 900 people in Jonestown and 39 members in the Heaven's Gate cult. These were normal people, but their minds were manipulated so deeply that they gave up their own lives. A common misconception is that only weak or stupid people fall into cults. The reality is that cults often target intelligent, idealistic individuals. Love bombing technique. When you first come into contact with a cult, you receive overwhelming attention and affection. Imagine this. You feel like you finally found a perfect family, where everyone values you and understands you. This is called love bombing, and it is a deliberate strategy. Timing matters. Cults target people who are going through life transitions, new city, job loss, breakup, feeling lonely, searching for meaning in their lives, idealistic, and wanting to make the world a better place. When you are vulnerable, these techniques work most effectively. Once you're inside, the first step is disconnecting you from the outside world. Physical isolation. Cults take you to remote locations or keep you so busy with activities and meetings that you have no time left for the outside world. Emotional isolation. You are told that your old friends and family are toxic. They don't understand you. They are obstacles to your spiritual growth. Only cult members are your real family. Information control, news, internet, books, everything is controlled or banned. You only receive information that the leader wants you to see. Why is this isolation so powerful? Because when you have no outside perspective to compare with, the cult's teachings become your reality. Now we come to the real dark psychology. 1. Sleep deprivation and physical exhaustion. Cults deliberately exhaust you: late-night meetings, early morning prayers, constant physical labor. When your mind is exhausted, critical thinking shuts down. You become easy to manipulate. 2. Thought-stopping techniques. Whenever doubt arises, you are told to repeat specific mantras or prayers. Chanting and meditation are designed in a way that prevents critical thinking. 3. Guilt and shame. You are constantly told that you are impure, unenlightened, or not doing enough. This guilt becomes so intense that you invest even more into the cult to prove your worth. 4. Confession sessions. You are forced to share your deepest secrets, fears, and doubts. This serves two purposes. The leader gains material to manipulate you. You feel emotionally exposed and vulnerable. 5. Use versus them mentality. Members are told, "We are the chosen ones. The outside world is evil and ignorant." Leaving the cult means destruction, spiritual or physical. 6. Incremental commitment. At first, small things are asked: attend a meeting, read a book. Gradually, the demands increase: donate your money, quit your job, cut ties with your family. At every step, you think, "I've invested so much, I can't turn back now." In psychology, this is called the sunk cost fallacy. Now let's talk about cult leaders. Most cult leaders display narcissistic personality traits, grandiose sense of self-importance, need for excessive admiration, lack of empathy, exploitative behavior. They genuinely believe they are special, that they have divine powers or are saving humanity. Charisma and manipulation. Cult leaders are extremely charismatic. They say exactly what you want to hear. They understand your deepest desires and fears and exploit them. They justify contradictions and hypocrisy. If they break rules, it's a sign of their spiritual superiority. If you do the same, you are punished. Unpredictability. Some leaders deliberately remain unpredictable, sometimes extremely loving, sometimes violent. This keeps members constantly anxious and alert, always trying to please the leader. So why don't people just leave? It's not that simple. Psychological barriers, identity loss. The cult becomes your identity. Leaving means losing your sense of self. Fear. You are told that leaving means spiritual damnation, physical harm, harm to your loved ones, shame and embarrassment. I sacrificed so much time, money, and relationships. How can I admit I was wrong? No outside support. You've cut off old relationships. Outside the cult, you have no one. Cognitive dissonance. Your mind is so conditioned that facing reality becomes painful. Difficulty of reintegration. Even those who escape often take years to recover. PTSD, anxiety, depression, and trust issues are common. So what can we learn from all of this? First, believing this could never happen to me is the biggest mistake. Cult techniques are scientific, and they can work on anyone under the right circumstances. Warning signs. If a group discourages questioning, separates you from family and friends, exploits you financially, cannot question the leader, promotes an us versus them mentality, makes you feel trapped. These are red flags. How to protect yourself. Maintain critical thinking. Keep outside perspectives. Stay connected to friends and family. Trust your gut instinct if something feels uncomfortable. Maintain independence and personal boundaries. Never give absolute authority to any group or individual. The psychology of cults teaches us an important lesson. The human mind is extremely vulnerable to manipulation, especially when we are searching for meaning, belonging, and purpose. But remember this: people who fall into cults are not weak. They are human with vulnerabilities, hopes, and dreams. And if you or someone you know is in a cult, help is available. Cult recovery specialists, therapists, and support groups exist to help people return to normal life. Awareness is the first step toward protection. And now, you are aware. This was the dark psychology of cults. I hope this was informative for you. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Thank you.